Hello, it's me again. Today I want to show you my video CD collection from 20th Century Fox. So here I have Anna and the King. This is on the unnecessarily tall video CD packaging. That's what I call it because the movie is hosted inside this long paper sleeve, and then the actual disc is hosted inside standard jewel case like this one. This is the first disc of Anna and the King. And there's a second jewel case for the second disc of Anna on the King on video CD, and the design of the front cover of the jewel case and the back cover is exactly the same as the design of the paper sleeve, and also the back cover exactly the same. So that is Anna and the King on video CD. And then I also have From Hell on unnecessarily tall video CD packaging also. Spine, and that is the design of the back. And of course, the actual movie is hosted inside standard jewel case. That is the jewel case for disc 1, and the jewel case for disc 2 has the exact same design as the first jewel case for disc 1. There we go, From Hell. And then I also have this movie Behind Enemy Lines. There you go, that's the front cover. The spine, and that is the design of the back. And just like the previous two video CDs, the discs are inside standard jewel case with the exact same package design as the paper sleeve. That's inside, that's the disc. And then I also have the Star Wars saga on the unnecessarily tall video CD packaging, but that package only available for the first two movies. So the Phantom Menace on video CD, unnecessarily tall video CD packaging, and Attack of the Clones on the unnecessarily tall video CD packaging. I made a dedicated video talking about the video CDs of Star Wars, so if you want to know more about this video CD, you might want to check that video out. There we go, with the Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones. And then I also have the third one, that is Revenge of the Sith on video CD. But as I mentioned before, and as you can see, it's on a different package design. This one is more uniformed with the DVD release in the US and many other parts of the world. So there's no unnecessarily tall video CD packaging available for Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. It's just a normal DVD packaging. Then I also have the entire original trilogy on video CD. This one is also part of that dedicated video talking about the Star Wars video CD exclusively. So there you go, Star Wars trilogy on video CD box set. That is the title. Episode 4, Star Wars A New Hope. Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. And Episode 6, Return of the Jedi. And the actual disc is inside on these 3 jewel casing. So Star Wars Return of the Jedi, Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, and the first one that started it all, A New Hope. Again, I made a dedicated video about the Star Wars video CD. If you want to know more about the details inside, go ahead and check that video out, because it's going to take a long time if I also show you that in these videos. So there you go, Star Wars trilogy on video CD. And then I also have the Sound of Music on a video CD. That's the front cover, the spine, and that is the design of the back. And then I also have Little Manhattan. This is a beautiful movie. That's the front cover, the spine, and that is the design of the back. Then the last one on this standard DVD casing, I have I, Robot with Will Smith. There we go. And the rest of my 20th Century Fox collection is on the standard CD jewel case. So let's start from the first one over here. I have Planet of the Apes. Then, of course, the sequel to that movie, Beneath the Planet of the Apes. And then I have Escape from the Planet of the Apes. And then Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. And then I also have, I think this one is the final movie from that saga battle for the Planet of the Apes. Then the 2001 version by Tim Burton, Planet of the Apes. This one gets so much hate from people and the fans of the original, which is understandable, but I always see this one as a different interpretation of the source material instead of a remake. So when you think of it as a remake or as a continuation of the original 1960s Planet of the Apes, this movie is not really good, but if you treat it as a standalone movie, as a new interpretation or reimagining of the source material, I think this is a pretty good movie. It's certainly very entertaining for me. I really enjoy this movie, and the makeup and the background, those things were impressive for that time, 2001. And also the soundtrack. Oh, that is the best thing about this movie, is the soundtrack. I really enjoy the soundtrack of Planet of the Apes by Tim Burton. Of course, the music was arranged by, I don't know, Danny Elfman, perhaps? Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's Planet of the Apes, the Tim Burton version. And then I have Predator 2. This is a good sequel. I really enjoy this movie. Not as much as the first one, but yeah, I really enjoy Predator 2 on video CD. And then I have James Cameron's The Abyss. That's the front cover, spine, and that is the design of the back. You can actually see the spine over there. That's all 20th Century Fox video CD that I got. Then I have Alien. This is the new edition of Alien. So the new remaster version of Alien. But this one is the theatrical version, not the extended director's cut. Then I also have Aliens by James Cameron. That's the front cover, spine, and that is the design of the back. This one is also the theatrical version, not the director's cut. And the fourth film, Alien Resurrection, which is, I really enjoy this movie. Not so many people like this movie. As a matter of fact, this one gets so much hate, but I thoroughly enjoy watching this movie, Alien Resurrection. And I do like Winona Ryder in this movie. That's the design of the back. This one is also the theatrical version, not the extended edition that's available on the DVD and on the Blu-ray. I do not have the third one of this movie. I have this one on Blu-ray, but not on video CD. But if you have them all, it's going to look very good because they're uniformed. Take a look at that, the design of the spine. And the front cover is also uniform. So if you have all of them on video CD, that's going to be really awesome. But yeah, I do not have the third one on a video CD. Alien Saga. Next, I have one of the greatest crocodile monster movie, that is Lake Placid. There you go, that's the design of the front cover. Sign of the back. The use of animatronic here is just so good. Next I have classic Baby's Day Out. This is basically my childhood right there. That's the front cover. Spine, the other spine, and that is the design of the back. with the baby over there. It's weird that the gorilla here is clearly a guy in a suit, but the gorilla in the movie looks much more convincing. The animatronic and those things looks like the gorilla in movies like Congo, or Gorilla in the Mist. So really lifelike. But the front cover, and I think the perhaps the poster, the gorilla looks really clearly like a guy in an ape suit. Yeah, that's Baby's Day Out. And then I have Christmas with The Simpsons. That's the front cover. Spine, and that is the design of the back with the list of the episodes over there. And then next I have The Good Son. That's the front cover. And that is the design of the back. Next I have Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And that is the design of the back. Next I have one of my favorite animations of all time, my personal favorite, that is Titan AE. This is the new edition. See, this is important because I have some of them on the quote-unquote the old editions or the original edition before they re-released this one with new mastering process. There you go, Titan AE by Don Bluth. And that is the design of the back. I honestly prefer this one over Treasure Planet, even though I love both movies and I am still a Disney fan. I'm a huge Disney fan. Where's my Treasure Planet copy? But yeah, there you go. This is my copy of Treasure Planet. I love both, but I still prefer Titan AE. The story is just more mature. It's just that this movie does not receive enough support from the studio. So yeah, if you give it a chance, this is a very interesting adventure movie. Well, of course, the animation is not as smooth as the Disney animation, but yeah, this is still very good. The last movie from Fox Animation Studios, Titan AE. Next, I have another Don Bluth movie, that is Anastasia. That's the design of the front cover. A spine, and that is the design of the back. Next, I have another video CD copy of The Sound of Music. There you go, the front cover, spine, and that is the design of the back. This is why I mentioned new edition and old edition. This is the older version of The Sound of Music, so the older version still looks like analog video. And the new edition is like, you can see that was mastered using the digital source. But the older version, you can still see the analog, I don't know, those distortions. And I think the film grain looks a lot more vibrant in the old version compared to the newer version. The new edition of The Sound of Music is the one with DVD packaging. There you go, this is the newer version of The Sound of Music. As you can see over there, new edition. This one does not have that new edition logo. So this is the older version of The Sound of Music. Well, I prefer to watch The Sound of Music in the older version. It just feels like it's a lot warmer compared to the newer one. And in the newer version, as you can see over there, this one says digital encoding process. So it's purely digital, while the old one does not say anything. So I suspect the old one is from the digital Betacam mastering. So it's still using Betacam or the analog technology to master the old version of the movie. Me overall, I prefer this one. If you want to have a VHS-like experience, but without the degradation, without the worry of the tape jam or it's not working or those things, intricacies with VHS, you can just watch the video CD, the older version. Make sure that you're getting the older version of The Sound of Music. There you go, Sound of Music on a video CD. Next, I have what? This is Ally McBeal Volume 1. I only have Volume 1 because this one is, I think, a bonus. I didn't mean to buy this one, but the seller online, I bought some titles online and then they gave me this for a bonus. So yeah, Ally McBeal. This one shows the first 2 episodes. I think the pilot and that second episode. But yeah, Ally McBeal. And then next I have Moulin Rouge on video CD. That's the design of the front cover. Spine, and that is the design of the back. Next, I have one of the greatest horror movie out there, The Omen. There's no ghost like apparition in this movie. There's no scary this or that, but the concept of it is just so scary. Plus, this one is, I think, from the 70s. And so the atmosphere is a lot more scarier compared to newer release of this movie. The Omen. Wow. It's a fantastic movie. Next, I also have 9 Months with Hugh Grant and Julianne Moore. That's the design of the back. And then next, I have Alien, another copy of Alien, but this is the older version of Alien. Again, this is about that newer version and the old version. This is the older version of Alien. That's available for the very first time on video CD, and that is the design of the back. Let's compare this one to the newer version. That's the difference in package design. Which one do you prefer? I think I prefer the new edition, but yeah, that's the old edition. And of course, on the back in the new edition, it says the digital encoding process logo over there, and you can't find that on the older version. I think I prefer to watch the old version. Again, this one looks like the VHS copy is like more analog-y compared to the new edition. There we go, Alien. And then I have the old version of Titan AE. There you go. That is the design of the back. I purchased this one specifically because it has special features. So I bought the new edition first, but that one does not have special feature. This one has special features. I don't think you can see that clearly, but that's mentioning the special features. The making of Titan AE, 20 minutes of deleted scenes, and music video. So it's very rare for video CDs to have special features, but video CDs can have special features and they can have menus. I'm not sure whether this one has menu. I don't think this one has menu, but it has special features. And there are quite a lot of video CDs, early video CDs, that they got special features. And if you can find one that's a good catch, video CD with special features. And the special features here is also very, very meaningful. It's the behind the scene and documentary. So yeah, that's why I purchased this one. That's the design of the back. Let's compare to the new edition. That's the difference in package design. Which one do you prefer? It's your decision. You decide which one is better based on your taste. And then I have this animation Once Upon a Forest. That's the design of the front cover. Spine, and that is the design of the back. And there are some other 20th Century Fox movies out there, but I want to show you the new edition and how uniform their package design really is. I also made a dedicated video about this like more than 5 years ago, maybe. Yeah, but the new edition looks really good on the shelf because they look uniform like that. So if you want to start your 20th Century Fox video CD collection, I believe they stopped making these in 2004, around that time. So if you can find these, they really look uniform and they really look good on your shelf because they align perfectly. You know, the logo on top, the 20th Century Fox logo aligns perfectly, and the distributor's logo down there also aligns perfectly. And the color tone, they're all the same color tone, so they look very good on your shelf if you plan to collect those 20th Century Fox new edition video CD. The older version, they're less uniform. They're not uniformed at all. The only thing uniform from the older edition is the original video CD Premiere logo over there. They're uniformed, but the package design itself, overall, they're not really uniform. Take a look at the spine. they're not uniform at all. Right, next I have the Star Wars trilogy on the individual video CD packaging. So yeah, A New Hope, and then Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back. That is the design of the back for each video CD. Yeah, I have them on the box set. Next, I have Never Been Kissed with Drew Barrymore. That's the front cover. And that's the design of the back. This one is not Indonesian release. I think this one is Singapore. Yeah, that's label is from Singapore. Never Been Kissed. Next, I have Little Miss Sunshine. That is the design of the front cover, the spine, the other spine, and that is the design of the back. Then I have this video CD copy of Predators. That is the design of the front cover, the design of the spine, the other spine, and that is the design of the back. This is not a good sequel, but quite entertaining overall. Next, we got a very scary movie, 127 Hours with James Franco. I only saw this one once, and I never plan to watch this ever again because of how scary it is. This is not a horror movie, but a really, really scary movie. A very, very graphic scenes, which, yeah, it's very, very scary. Because I didn't expect it. Perhaps it's traumatic because I didn't expect it to be this graphic. So I do not have the anticipation of that. So I was not prepared to see the graphic scenes of this movie. So watching that for the very first time, I think in 2011, so more than 10 years ago, I really, really like when I watched that. I felt the pain, like it's so painful. So I don't dare to watch this one again. I think because of that failure of anticipating the graphic scene, so makes this one a lot more graphic. 127 Hours on video CD. Next, we have The Fountain on video CD. That is the design of the front cover. That is the design of the spine. And that is the design of the back. But something is odd. I don't think this is the actual front cover design because I sometimes switch the front cover. Yeah, I think that is actually the actual front cover of this video CD. But then I flipped that one. So I changed this one as the front cover because I like that one a lot more than the actual front cover with the actual logo of video CD over there. So yeah, I think some of them I did the same. So yeah, The Fountain on a video CD. And then I also have Aliens in the Attic. That's the design of the front cover. That is the design of the spine, the other spine, and that is the design of the back. Then I also have this video CD copy of A Midsummer Night's Dream. That is the design of the front cover, spine, and the back. Moving next, we got That Thing You Do. It's a very interesting movie. There you go, the front cover, the spine, and that is the design of the back. Next, we also got a Keanu Reeves movie, A Walk in the Clouds. That's the front cover, spine, and that is the design of the back. Here I have Broke Down Palace. This is a very disturbing movie and also interesting. This is not so popular. Their dream trip to paradise became a nightmare. They can't escape. I can't imagine if I were these characters in this movie. It's a nightmare. But there you go. That's the design of the front cover. And that is the design of the back. Next, I have James Cameron's Dark Angel. I think this is the series, and I think this is perhaps the pilot episode, but they never say that on the front cover. They just sell this as Dark Angel 2001, and there's not even information about the episode on the back, so they package this as if this is a feature-length movie. But this is actually just episodes of the series. But yeah, I don't think they ever release the next one on video CD. They only release this one on video CD for Dark Angel. There you go, James Cameron's Dark Angel. And then this one is Bedazzled, a very entertaining movie and a very funny movie with Brendan Fraser and Elizabeth Hurley. That is the design of the front cover. This one actually has special features over there. The making of Bedazzled. Yeah, there we go. And there's the design of the back. Next, we got Gentleman Broncos. That is the design of the front cover. It's a weird movie. And that is the design of the back. Next, we have the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel with all-star cast members over there. That's the design of the front cover. The spine, and that is the design of the back. Next, I also have The Black Swan on a video CD with Natalie Portman, of course. That's the design of the front cover. And that is the design of the back. Next, I have Tooth Fairy. That is the design of the front cover, the spine, and that is the design of the back. And then I have, of course, my favorite films of all time, Titanic on video CD. I also made a dedicated video talking about my Titanic collections on different formats. So this is one of them on video CD. And then I have The Dark is Rising on video CD. That's the design of the front cover. And there's the design of the back. And I think this one is the same as The Fountain. This is not the actual front cover. So this is the image behind the front cover, but I flip the front cover. That is the actual design of the front cover. There you go. The Dark is Rising on video CD. I think they were meant to, they're meant to make this one as a series, as a film series, but this one flopped, so they buried the idea. And then I have Alien vs. Predator 2 Requiem. There you go, the front cover, spine, and that is the design of the back. This movie is so bad because it's so dark. That's it. I think if the darkness is not as dark as what they, got in this movie, it can be quite entertaining. It's just so dark. It's too dark. I can't see anything. Yeah, Alien vs. Predator 2. I think I have the first one, Alien vs. Predator 1, also on video CD, but I didn't take that one. I forgot where I put that video CD actually, so that's a shame. But yeah, I have the first one, and the Alien vs. Predator video CD is the DVD casing video CD style, so just like these video CDs. Yeah, but I do not have that prepared here. I forgot where I put that video CD. Can I try to find it? I don't think so. It's going to be very difficult to find that one because I misplaced that one. I usually put the movies, in the category is that the studios category. So if that is the Fox Studios, all of them, they're Fox Studios. Like down there, all of them are Disney. but I don't see that Alien vs Predator video CD on my Fox video CD pod, so it's great. I placed that one in a different place, so it's going to take time to find that one. So just move on. I think that is all, really. That's the last one, because over here we have Kundun, and this is not Fox movie. So that's the last one of the Fox movies on video CD that I got, minus that one video CD of Alien vs Predator. But yeah, that pretty much all of my 20th Century Fox on a video CD. The DVDs are down there, so I don't have that many Fox on video CDs because I have them on different formats, like the DVDs down there. So you can see some of the DVDs from the 20th Century Fox line before Disney purchased this one, of course. That's Prometheus, that is Life of Pi, that is Predators. I also have double copies of Predators on DVD and on video CD. That's Diary of Wimpy Kid, those movies. And some of them are on Blu-ray. But this video is specifically about my video CD copies or my video CD collection of 20th Century Fox. I think that is all that I wanted to share with you at this very moment. If you're still with me, I sincerely say thank you very much. Take care and goodbye.